I will run, I will rise, I will grow. I will climb to the place I belong. I will fight like the world's never known. Like the world's never known.
G'day guys and welcome back to the channel. This week we're continuing our sail up north into Indonesia from the very tip of Australia. We had last week on the boat getting settled a little bit. This week we are getting shown the ropes. The parents are teaching us all the nitty-gritty of basically how to do everything on the boat. So first things first, we're going to throw the spinnaker up. We're just going to get shown how to do that now. How'd it all go up there?
Perfect.
Perfect.
Corner of the sails.
Great work. So we just finished another big day of sailing. Slowly starting to learn the ropes. Not sure if we're getting any better at the actual sailing theory, but we're getting better at taking instructions, I would say. How are you finding your two new deckies, guys?
Oh yeah, pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. We've had a big, long day. We've had 11 hours at sea today. We had the spinnaker up for the first 2 or 3 hours, but after it started gusting to 25 knots, we decided to sail mainsail and jib.
Awesome. So it's actually just about sunset. We might put in the tender and try go ashore, check it out a little bit. So we've just pulled ashore this little mangrovey creek up in the middle of nowhere, and we've found this huge rock slide. This is insane. Look at that one. So his foot is bigger than my foot. So he is absolutely massive. He's come up this way. He's sat right here. And it looks like he's turned around, and I hope that means he's back in the water. Alright, come on guys. We're still trying to get to the beach here, but at the moment we're just crawling through the woods, it feels like. So last night we anchored out on the reef, and as we woke up in the morning we decided to just go for a morning snorkel. And I was actually really surprised with how dead the coral was. I guess I kind of naively expected that because we were so far north away from the rest of civilization, I thought the reef would be in pristine condition and actually be really healthy, but from what I could tell it was all just rubble and dead coral. And after talking to some people about it, basically just in the last couple of years the coral hasn't been able to survive the higher temperatures that they're getting in the summer months. So as we come up to the top of Australia, the water's actually a lot warmer, and that's basically why the coral's dying pretty extremely. What was interesting is there's actually quite a lot of fish life, surprisingly, left. So there's a lot of the bigger fish. We saw like a Maori wrasse and we saw some big trout, but I think unfortunately in the years to come there won't be as much fish life because the reef actually acts as a nursery to protect all the little baby fish so that they can survive up until adulthood. And so while the fish are still alive right now, maybe in the years to come we'll see a lot less of that too, and it'll all just kind of be the dead rubble that we were seeing today. Anyway, hopefully as we continue up into Indonesia we're going to get some really, really nice reef to dive on. Hello, skipper. Who let you drive? How good's this? So this is what we call a glass out, which means the ocean is dead still, there isn't a wave. It actually means there's no wind for us to sail, but that's alright, that's kind of what the engines are for. And Trish, want to tell us about the power on board?
So we've got 3 main ways of producing electricity on board. We've got a little wind turbine over there, we have a bunch of solar panels, and then of course the engine. So we don't usually run the engine, but like Tom said, on a day like this where there's no wind, we do, so we can splurge a little bit with our computers. But
yeah, so when we're running an engine like this, we have a huge surplus of power, so now's the perfect time for us to charge all our camera batteries, all that kind of stuff, charge everything up to 100%. previous owner of the boat left a little scribble on his map that he had saying there's Aboriginal cave paintings up. Basically, you drew a little arrow up there somewhere. So we're gonna go see if we can find those. So we managed to find the Aboriginal cave paintings, and they actually exist as a part of a bit of a circuit walk that we've just done through the island. And we're just back down to the beach. So we're just sailing along and we came across an upturned tender in the water. We don't really know what's in it, but we're gonna, we just dropped sails and we're turning around to see if we can pull it up and basically salvage it.
We went, right, we're acting on it. And he pressed waypoint.
Especially in a rough sea, especially at night, somebody's head is lower than the waves, it's dark coloured, you can't see anything. You've got to know that the right area to look. So first thing you do is put a waypoint in, which is that man overboard, and you know where you either last saw them or where they went overboard.
Do you want me to get the gaff, Dad? It's a big one. That is so crazy.
Try to hold steering, so that's the port side, load up and push.
So we're in the middle of the shipping channel right now, which means there's big ships like this coming every couple of minutes. So mission accomplished, we managed to salvage the fender, and there's actually an outboard motor attached to it still. It looks like it was pretty freshly turned over. So what do you make of that, Dad?
This is a beauty. You just got to find the owner, and if not, find us keepers.
How much would something like that be worth?
Then just, if it was new, it's about $8,000 just for the inflatable. And the outboard's about 3.5 to 4 for that 15 horsepower. Looks like a 15 horsepower Yamaha or something like that.
Trish, is that where's my cut?
Finder speed, wait a second.
How did you spot it, Trish?
I was looking for dolphins, and then there was this white thing, and I was like, ooh, whale! And it was a boat.
So if I get to that really quickly, take the spark plugs out, just pull start it, and that'll pump all the water out of the whole engine. And then just clean the carburetor out, put petrol in and start it straight away. It should be fine. A little bit of luck.
This is how we used to do it when we were kids, Trish. We'd just hold our rod out like that, and Dad would sort out everything, and then the fish would just jump on the line. It was the best. So we're trying to catch Trish her first fish. The only problem is Dad's been filleting tuna on the back deck all afternoon, so all the sharks have swum up behind the boat, and she can't get a fish in time before the sharks get it. So it's very entertaining, but we've been through like 4 hooks so far. Trish's first fish. Oh, the shark got it. That's a shark. Hold it, hold it. Because it just got a lot bigger.
Grew a lot.
I had it, it was right there.
Oh,
No, it's fine.
you gotta get this shark up, Trish.
He's got the shark. The shark's got back. Got the rest of it.
The sharks are vicious.
Lift.
Oh, there it goes. Bad luck. This time, Trish. This time.
Ready.
Oh no! Oh my God.
You were very, very ambitious. It's bigger than you.
Reel it in. Oh, tighten the drag, tighten the drag.
How do I do that?
There you go. Keep going, keep going. Whoa, Trish, what do you got?
Fish. I got a sweet lip.
I'm certainly going. This is very, very good eating. This one.
Look at it.
Little mackerel. Alright, let's see. What a circus. Oh, I got him in the end.
Right, now he's going to read us.
Well done, Mum. Yeah, off you go. There's another day. So every night on the boat we don't have a telly, but we do have something called the green room, which is basically a light we put out the back. And in this light we get all kinds of fish coming up to the boat. Tonight there's just a bunch of little stuff, but normally we get some big GTs and all that kind of stuff coming up.
that's it for this week. Thanks so much for watching.
If you want to see daily updates from us, jump over to our Instagram. You can find me at Tom Strickland.
And at Simply Santos.
Hit subscribe to be notified for next week's episode. We'll see you over there.
See you.